The P0449 diagnostic trouble code indicates a malfunction in your vehicle's EVAP vent solenoid valve circuit. This prevents proper sealing of the fuel vapor system in Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. This code is particularly common in several Chevrolet and GMC models. The most affected vehicles include Silverado and Sierra trucks from 2007 to 2019, Suburban, Tahoe, and Yukon from 2008 to 2020, and Equinox, Terrain, and Cruise models from their respective production years. The EVAP system captures fuel vapors from your tank and stores them in a charcoal canister. During engine operation, these stored vapors are purged into the intake manifold. The vent solenoid controls when the system can breathe, allowing proper pressure regulation. Common symptoms of a P0449 code include an illuminated check engine light and potential failure during emissions testing. The good news is that drivability issues are rare, so your vehicle will typically run normally despite this code. Diagnosis starts with a thorough visual inspection. Check the vent solenoid wiring for any damage, examine the connector for corrosion or looseness, and inspect all vacuum lines for cracks or disconnections. Next, perform electrical testing using a multimeter. Test the solenoid resistance, which should typically read between 20 to 30 ohms. Also check for proper 12-volt power supply to the solenoid and verify ground circuit integrity. Finally, perform functional testing of the entire EVAP system. This includes conducting system leak tests and using smoke machine diagnostics to pinpoint any leaks. These advanced diagnostic tools help identify problems that visual inspection might miss. When dealing with a P0449 code, understanding the most common solutions and their success rates helps ensure an effective repair. The majority of cases fall into four main categories with specific cost ranges. Here's the breakdown of P0449 root causes. The vent solenoid valve accounts for 40% of cases, making it the most likely culprit. Wiring issues represent 25% of problems, while charcoal canister failures make up 20%. The most common solution is replacing the faulty vent solenoid valve. This repair typically costs between $25 and $60 for the part, with labor adding another $100 to $200. Wiring problems account for 25% of P0449 codes. These issues often involve damaged connectors, corroded wiring, or rodent damage to the harness. Repair costs vary depending on the extent of damage. Charcoal canister replacement represents 20% of P0449 repairs. This is typically more expensive, with parts costing $150 to $400 and labor adding another $200 to $400 due to the complexity of access. Looking toward the future, EVAP systems are becoming increasingly sophisticated. Modern vehicles feature enhanced diagnostic capabilities, integration with hybrid powertrains, and more complex sensor networks. For successful P0449 repairs, always perform complete system diagnosis rather than just replacing parts. Use quality OEM or equivalent components and address underlying causes to prevent recurrence. Proper diagnosis prevents unnecessary repairs in 60% of cases. Remember, successful P0449 repair depends on thorough diagnosis and quality parts. While the vent solenoid is the most common culprit, proper testing ensures you fix the actual problem the first time.